Evening, Ian.
Hi,
Michael
mate.
McCann, BBC Radio Devon. What's your overall assessment of a good performance where you didn't quite get the result to show for it?
So my overall assessment is the performance was excellent. There's moments in the performance where we can do better, particularly in both boxes. We've spoken about being ruthless in the moments that we create, and we've created some fantastic opportunities to extend our lead and not taking them, and that's always a worry when you come to a place like this. But in terms of the performance, there's loads of positives for us to take from it, and we accept responsibility, you know, for not extending the lead when we had opportunities to do that. I'm bitterly disappointed with the referee's performance in the game. I got a sense in the first half he'd have a say in it. Unfortunately, I was proved right. He's got loads of decisions wrong in the game. I'm sure he'll be so disappointed in his performance if he looks back on it. But two key incidents in the game. One, to not give a penalty when the goalkeeper wipes Alfie Devine out is beyond baffling. Alfie's got there first, he's had the touch. The goalkeeper's come out, slid out, made contact, got nowhere near the ball. Referee's in a really good position. And I genuinely cannot understand for the life of me why he's decided to give Alfie a yellow card. And then for their second goal, we have an incident where two of our players clash. Without assessing our player, the referee calls a physio on. So he makes no assessment of the player, doesn't ask how he is or whether he requires treatment. Calls the physio on. Lewis doesn't require treatment. He's just had a bang. She's fine. And then he's asked him to go off to compound his mistake. And what made it worse is after the game he said that Michael Cooper called him on. Michael Cooper's not the referee. He doesn't call people on. But he actually hasn't, and that's worse. That he's made that story up, and that's disappointing again. So, just two huge key incidents among many others that he got wrong. And when you look at the Sheffield Wednesday decision not to give Lewis Gibson a penalty and PJMOL send us, we got that one wrong. Ryan Hardy against Preston North End penalty, we got that one wrong. We'll get one in another couple of days, but when does it stop? When did he just make the right decision on the day? That's all we're asking them to do. Just make the right decision, make the right call. Stop sending us letters saying we got that one wrong. Just make the right call on the day.
Even before those two incidents, you picked up a yellow card from the referee. What exactly happened there?
Well, I'm not allowed to contest the decision, apparently. Their bench were the most animated bench I think I've seen in terms of asking for yellow cards for our players. Referee gave a corner deep into stoppage time in the first half. It's a goal kick. You know, I watch it with my own eyes. I can see from where I am it's a goal kick, and then I contest it and I get a yellow card. I'm not sure why. I'm not allowed to contest the decision. I didn't use foul or abusive language. I'm not sure why I got that, to be honest.
You'd spoken in the build-up on another note about how expansive and creative and dangerous Norwich can be. Was it a bit frustrating having fought and defended so impressively in open play to then concede from two corners?
Yeah, hugely disappointing. Yeah, and we have to take responsibility for that. You know, even the referee's decision to ask Lewis Gibson to leave the field, we've still got 10 players to defend the corner, so we have to do better in that moment. And we've said that to the players. Look, we have to take responsibility for not defending those two set plays, because for 100 minutes I think it was, the entire game plus, we've been outstanding, you know. So yeah, incredibly frustrating in those moments.
It does seem that your Plymouth Argyle side look particularly at their best without the ball, breaking on the counter, and maybe performances are a little better away than at home park. Would you say that's fair? And if so, why do you think that might be the case?
I wouldn't say it's fair. I think, you know, we have a game plan for each and every game, you know, and we'd love to come here to this place and dominate the ball if we could. But has to be an acceptance that these are an excellent team. You know, the money that they spent on their squad. It's very, very difficult to come here and be dominant, but we were dominant against Blackburn Rovers with the ball. We were dominant against Preston North End with the ball. So we can dominate against certain teams, and we have to accept that when we can't, we can play like that. You know, so we defend from a shape and a structure, and we can cause the best teams in the division problems on the counter attack, which we did today. But unfortunately, we've just not taken the opportunities that we created for ourselves.
Fixtures come thick and fast. Bristol City on Monday, beat Leicester today, as you will probably already be aware. Just how tough a game will that be, and how do you see that one at home park?
How tough will it be? Very. Obviously, they've shown today what they're capable of. I think for me at the moment, it's about making sure that the players who've played today are recovered properly before we start our assessment of that game and our game planning for Monday's game. So the key thing for us is if we play to that level of performance, we'll have a chance of getting maximum points in any game.
You had a message to the fans ahead of this one in terms of the determination and understanding their frustration. What would your message be to supporters after that one coming into Monday, which is the closest obviously Argyle get to a derby, really?
Well, it's the same message really, you know, we need everybody, you know, and like I said on Wednesday. They know the impact that they can have, you know, and when they get behind the team, it's incredible, you know, and we need that. Of course we need that. We need it in every single game. Of course they're frustrated, and I accept the frustrations. But you know, the loyal supporters who came here today and witnessed that type of performance must be proud of the players. I know I am. And listen, we've got to replicate that level of performance in order for you know, it goes hand in hand. We've got to get the fans shouting, you know. But it's important that we stick together, and that's staff, players and supporters, and if we can do that, we'll have a great chance.
Chris, just a couple of fuzzy if you don't mind. Ashley Phillips at this score at the end of the game, it was harsh on him, that second goal, wasn't it? With his performance he put in today.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much of a role he's had to play in the
just
second
sort of brushed
goal.
off him as he went into the net.
Is it? Right, okay. Yeah, listen, Ashley's done well to get through as much of the game as he has. He's been unwell. He was obviously sent back from England on the 20 duty, having been unable to play in either one of those games. You know, the kid's currently on antibiotics, so to get that many minutes into him was good. But yeah, obviously he's as we all are, we're bitterly disappointed to lose a game where we've done so well.
When we go away, only met up with you up in Norwich, didn't he, after being away? I thought he had an excellent game defensively. You know, putting him straight in, having been out for 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
once he put him, what was your assessment of him?
Well, I didn't consider it a risk because Brendan's not played much whilst he's been away. I think he's only played 26 minutes of football. So although he's had the travel, we've been in constant dialogue with Brendan, and he assured us that he felt absolutely fine. He was good to go. He slept well. He's wonderful in those games, Brendan. You know, he's such an outstanding defender, and we need him in those games. You know, he's athletic, he's gritty, he's determined, he's plays with a front foot mentality. You know, he's in those types of games. The way their wide players roll inside the pitch onto our outside centre backs, he's key for us in those moments.
Whittaker's 20th goal of the season, a fantastic achievement for him. Yes, it's coming at a feat, but nonetheless, for him to get that many goals is some going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a proud moment for Morgan, and we're all delighted for him. But I'm sure there's more to come. You know, if he continues to play like that, and we continue to create opportunities for him, there'll be more to come.
Because he was bright today, wasn't he?
He was excellent. Yeah, listen, Morgan's played every minute, you know, and it's difficult at times because you don't want to take him off the pitch because you know he's got that match-winning mentality and ability. So it's very, very difficult to, you know. I think I've only taken him off at Middlesbrough when we had that 2-goal cushion. He didn't want to come off then. It'll be impossible for him to play 90 minutes in the 4 games in 12 days, I'm sure. But if he can impact the game on Monday the way he has today, then we've got a chance.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.